Hello, everyone. We will wait for a minute before we begin. Let's wait for a few more people to join in. Okay, I guess we can begin. It's 7, so yeah. A warm welcome to everyone. Welcome to today's session on immunity. My name is Alpa. I am a senior nutritionist in the field of nutrition for over 20 years and with HealthifyMe for about 7 years now. So a warm welcome to all of you, and today's session is all about immunity boosting recipes. So I will be showing about 4 to 5 recipes, which again, very simple recipes which you can make at home. But before I start with the recipes, a few things. We will be, after each recipe, we will be posting the recipe ingredients and the instructions in the chat box. So you can make a note in case if you can't make a note when I'm making it. We will be also sharing it again at the end of the session. And any questions you have related to immunity or related to the recipes that I'm sharing today, please wait till the session is over and we'll open up the chat. You can post your questions and I will be happy to answer them for you. So let's begin. I just wanted to give you some information on immunity before I start with the recipes. So give me a couple of minutes where you'll have to listen to me talking about immunity. So immunity is in the forefront since the past 2 years, right? Even those who didn't know what immunity is talking about immunity. Everywhere you see is boost your immunity, boost your immunity. What exactly is immunity? So immunity is like a shield. वो ढाल जो हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, तलवार और ढाल. So immunity is the shield or dhal which our body has, which kind of protects us from any harmful things which you see. It can be bacteria, it can be virus, it can be toxins, it can be dirt, it can be all these things which are found in our environment, our surroundings. It can be organisms which can invade our body and then cause symptoms. So some of these organisms are not very harmful. Like you may show some symptoms like maybe sneezing, some rashes, but some can be very harmful, and we have seen that in the past 2 years, right? So this immunity is something all of us are born with. There are 2 types of immunity. One type is called as innate immunity, which all of us are born with. So when the infant is in the mother's womb, antibodies are transferred from the mother to the baby, to the infant, and the infant is born with it. So naturally, your body starts building that innate immunity. And this is usually with the skin, our digestive system, all this is natural. Okay, then there is a second immunity which is called as acquired immunity or a specific immunity, which the body learns over time. So if you remember, when you're small, we get these vaccines, right? For chicken pox, for the DPT and all that. So what these do is the vaccines introduce that organism to your body, and the body remembers that. So body produces a reaction to it and starts remembering that. So in future, if you are attacked by the same organism, your body already recognizes it and it will be able to fight it better. So we saw that also, right? Before vaccination, the symptoms were more pronounced. There were more hospitalizations. There were more deaths. But after vaccination, it kind of body reacts, but it is something which is within your control. The body remembers, right? So these two immunities are very important for us. Both innate, how can it be good? By eating the mother eating good foods so that we have good immunity, which we can build, and the acquired also. There's a saying that immunity is not built in a day. So if I'm going to show you immune building recipes today, and you take it for one day and you say, okay, this is going to boost my immunity, there is nothing like that. Immunity is never built over a day. Immunity is built by eating good foods or having a good lifestyle throughout, so that your body is constantly protected. So what two things you need to remember here is foods. There are certain foods which help enhance your immunity. There are certain nutrients which help you do that. There are certain foods which bring down your immunity, right? So the first category, the foods which boost your immunity, these are certain vitamins and certain nutrients in our foods. So you should remember the word ACEs, like ACES, right? So these are the 4 nutrients which are going to help boost your immunity. And the foods which lower your immunity are all your processed foods, sugar, high sugar, refined foods, junk foods, trans fat laden foods, which we all spoke about in our last lecture, right? These all foods also bring down your immunity. So if you're going to have these immunity boosting recipes, but at the same time you constantly eat biscuits, namkeens, cakes, chocolates, pastries, McDonald's, pizzas, burgers, and don't eat normal food, your body will not be able to fight better. Immunity will start going down, right? So as we progress, as I'll show you the recipes, I'll talk about the good nutrients, and we'll discuss about the benefits of the foods that I'm using today. So again, to those of you who have joined now, these foods will help you in boosting immunity. Having said that, it is not that you eat these foods once in a while, your immunity will be perfect and you will be bouncing and running. It doesn't work like that, right? So these can support, but having a good overall diet is something which your body needs to have a lifelong immunity, right? Lifelong protection from harmful infections. So let's begin with our first recipe that I have today. And the magic ingredient that you see everywhere when it concerns immunity is, I wish we could have opened up the chat, but then we are not doing that for some, because a lot of people write, scribble. But any guesses, if you can guess it yourself, the most common nutrient which is touted for immunity is turmeric. So turmeric has been at the forefront that having turmeric is the best way that one person can boost immunity. And it is rightly said, because turmeric has got a potent antioxidant called as curcumin, which has the power, which has the power to destroy any organisms, even cancers. So it is an antiseptic, antibiotic, antimicrobial, antivirus, antibacteria. It has got all the great properties. So turmeric is something that I'm going to show you a couple of recipes using turmeric. So the first recipe is called as immunity boosting shot. This is something that you can start your day with. It's a great kickstart to your day. Perfect for your immunity, perfect for boosting your metabolism, and perfect start to the day. So how do you make it? The ingredient that I'm using is fresh turmeric, which I have grated. Okay, so if you do not get fresh turmeric, you can use turmeric powder instead. But when you buy turmeric powder, ensure that you buy from good recognized places, which is organic, which is not that something which is cheaply available, because they add color to the turmeric and you're not getting any benefits. It has to be ground from turmeric only, right? So turmeric is something which I have. And along with turmeric, I have ginger. Again, a potent antioxidant. It has chemicals which take care of your symptoms. If you have cold, it opens up your nasal passages. If you have cough, it can suppress your cough. It basically keeps your respiratory system healthy. So ginger is great for your respiratory system. So especially in winters and during this pandemic, ginger is something that you can use a lot in your diet. So we have turmeric and ginger. For the immunity boosting shot, what you have to do is you take a piece of ginger, you take a piece of turmeric, you grate it, take a cloth and put it in that and then squeeze it and remove the juice, right? So you need juice of turmeric, juice of ginger, because it stains my hand. So I have a juice, and also I usually what I do is I grate about 1 cup of each and I remove the juice and keep it in a bottle in the fridge, which lasts me for almost a week. So this is the juice of ginger and turmeric, which I keep it in my fridge, which lasts me for the entire week. So the base of our immunity shot is this turmeric and ginger juice. So I'll take about a spoonful of turmeric juice and a spoonful of ginger juice in a small glass. And to increase the potency of turmeric, there is one ingredient which you'll always use, whether you are using turmeric as in water, as turmeric tea, or as haldi doodh. One ingredient that you will always add to turmeric to boost its properties is black pepper. So about just a pinch of black pepper with turmeric will increase its properties by more than 10 folds. Okay, so don't forget to add pepper to your turmeric to get the best out of the turmeric. So I'm adding a little bit of fresh black pepper. To this, I'm adding a spoonful of lemon juice. Okay, and either you drink it just like that if you're okay having the lemon, it is khatta, tangy, and if you don't get acidity with lemon first thing in the morning, you can just have this shot every morning on waking up on empty stomach. But if you're someone who cannot take the lemon acidity of the lemon, you can add in any fresh juice, or you can dilute it with water, add a little bit of salt, and you can drink it. What I will show you, I'll tell you the one that I love, or my family, we have it every single day in the winter, is fresh orange juice. Because I'm in North India, I get kinnus, just juice 1 or 2 kinnus and add fresh kinnu juice to this. And this is the immunity shot that we have every morning. So gives you the necessary power to fight infections, is extremely rich in vitamin C. So I was talking about few nutrients which are great in boosting your immunity. The one such nutrient is vitamin C. So vitamin C is needed to form the white blood cells which fight your infections. So if you have good amount of vitamin C, it will form those antibodies to fight infections, right? So it will give you the power. So remember, our dadis, nanis, or mammas, they'll all give us, if you feel the first sign of cold, right? You have this hot water with lemon and ginger and honey, right? Lemon does wonders for respiratory tract issues, right? So, but remember, vitamin C is heat sensitive. So if you are adding this to warm water, add it to warm water. Do not boil lemon. Do not boil vitamin C, because it loses that vitamin C content. Okay. So this is our first recipe, immunity boosting shot. The ingredients are turmeric juice, ginger juice, lemon juice, orange juice. Mix it up together with a little bit of pepper and have it as one shot in the morning. If you're giving it to kids, if you feel acidity, you can add a little bit of raw honey to this. And this is how you will start your day with great energy. And like I said, you can remove, because it stains your hand, the turmeric. You can remove juice and keep it. This can last for up to a week, or you can put it in ice cube trays and freeze it, and every day you can take out one cube. That is also absolutely fine. So you can have a juice for your entire family, and your entire family can have these shots every day. The second one is using the same ingredients. Now, I was telling, like, what if someone doesn't like having lemon in the morning, or doesn't like that acidic kick in the morning, or cannot drink something early in the morning? Then this second recipe is for you guys, and it is immunity bomb. Okay, using the same ingredients but a different method. I'm taking here a glass jar, and to this I'm adding our grated turmeric, a spoonful of grated turmeric or more depending on how much you're making it. Then to this I'm adding a spoonful of grated ginger. Now another important nutrient which you have to add here is garlic. I do not like it, so I'm not adding it, but you can add some grated garlic to this. This will improve the immunity, improve this, make it much more potent. So garlic has got a compound called as allicin. Okay, this compound can actually give support to the WBC. So our fighter cells are called as the white blood cells. Okay, now every one of us have white blood cells. These white blood cells are there in your body. And say, for example, you get some infection and you take in garlic. Garlic wakes these up and makes them fight with more vigor. So garlic is kind of that boost, that kick, power it gives to the white blood cells to fight better. That is why for any infections, fevers, headaches, for colds, coughs, or any of the environmental issues also, garlic really helps, right? So you can add 1 or 2 cloves of grated garlic to this, right? And to this I am also adding some raw honey. Now again, very important, if you are using honey for immunity, it has to be raw honey, unpasteurized honey, and not the honey that you get in the market, which is sold by popular brand names, which often have sugar syrup added to them. It will not be useful for immunity purposes. If you use raw or pure honey, this honey is antimicrobial, again antiseptic, and it will help you protect against infections. So to this I'm adding about 1/4 cup of raw honey, or about 2 to 3 spoonfuls of raw honey to this. Okay, so this, and to this again the ingredient which is needed for us to for the pepper to really work, for the turmeric to work, is pepper. So I'm adding some pepper to this, and let's mix this up. You can also add, if you are someone who is older, if you are an older individual and you also want to protect your heart or your cardiovascular health, you can add in about 1/4 spoon of cayenne pepper. It's a type of chili powder called as cayenne. This is extremely protective the heart. So if you are having a lot of heart issues, or even you want to lower cholesterol along with boosting your immunity, you can add some cayenne pepper to this. So we mix this up, okay, and you form a paste. So if you don't want grated, you can even grind it, and you can add in some honey to this. And this paste, then you can keep it in your fridge, and every day morning or before going to sleep, you can just eat a spoonful of this, and this is going to help you give the protective elements with this immunity bomb. You can also add it to hot water in the morning, or any tea which is there. or you can add it to any juices, just like how we made the immunity shot. You can do that as well. But remember, do not boil this. Okay, so you can add it to any warm beverages, but don't boil this. So this is our second immunity boosting recipe, immunity bomb. So immunity shot, immunity bomb, with the same ingredients. You can have your pick which one you like, whether you want to drink a shot or you want to eat a spoonful of this, and this is going to help. You can add some grated amla to this as well. That is also going to help you. Give that extra kick of vitamin C, because amla or Indian gooseberry is one of the best sources of vitamin C that we can get. So definitely that is a great addition over here. Okay, so this was our second one. And now let me move on to our third recipe. Those of you who are from North India, you would be aware of this third recipe that I'm going to show you. Very popular in winters and used since centuries as by our grandmothers, grandparents, for boosting immunity and for protecting in winters. This is called as kanji. Okay, and the main ingredient that I'm going to take is black carrots. So these black carrots are the only vegetable, probably I think, that I can remember is never seen apart from seeing in the winters. So it will only be available at the start of winter, and the moment winter goes, you will not get the black carrots. This is the base of this immunity boosting dish. Now, if you're not in North India, and if you're not able to get your hands at black carrot, you can use your normal orange or red carrots as well. Okay, so let's begin with our kanji recipe. For this, basically, kanji is something which is a probiotic, or which you need to which is a fermented drink, and which is very rich in probiotics. What do probiotics do? Probiotics are the good bacteria which is needed by our gut for good digestion. So if your gut or your intestines get the good bacteria, whatever you eat, right, all these immune boosting foods or all good foods, it will take the good nutrients and give it to your body. And one very important thing that you need to know is 70% of your immune cells are made in your gut. So if your gut is healthy, your immune cells or the good cells will be formed, and automatically you're going to protect your body. Those people whose gut is weak, their immunity will naturally be weak. Some people get a lot of wheezing, lot of coughs, lot of colds, lot of rashes, have a lot of allergies. I would suggest, instead of treating those symptoms, please go and look at your gut health. You need to improve your gut health. The moment you will improve your gut health, automatically all these symptoms will also go away, right? So probiotics is a great way to improve your gut or heal your gut. And the best source of probiotic is curd or dahi, which is homemade, which has got the live bacteria, or kefir is there, or there are things like sauerkraut, kimchi, pickles, right? But those who are lactose intolerant, today's recipe is a boon for them, because it will give them a lot of probiotics without using curd. So I've taken a glass jar. You can take a glass jar or a ceramic jar, wash it properly, dry it very so that this remains doesn't spoil before you make the kanji. Okay, so I have a jar here, and I have taken 3 carrots, black carrots, which I have peeled and I have cut it into strips. Okay, if you do not get black carrots, you can use the red carrots which are available. Absolutely okay. Okay, so we add these to the glass jar. And this is a drink you can make throughout the winter and have it every day with your meals, like how we drink buttermilk ya chas, same way you can drink kanji also. Now, to give a very nice color, and also good flavor. I'm adding also beetroot, which is another seasonal vegetable which you get in winters. So I'm adding 1 beetroot, again cut into strips. So this is the base of our kanji. Now what ferments these vegetables, or what helps in breaking down these vegetables, is mustard or sarso. Okay, so I have a mortar pestle here, and I have mustard seeds, black mustard seeds, 1 spoon. And I personally like adding both black and yellow mustard seeds. You can use either, up to you, whatever is available. So I have 1 spoon of yellow mustard seeds and 1 spoon of black mustard seeds. So I'll just coarsely grind them. I don't like to do it in the mixer because it becomes like a powder. So it's good if you do it in a mortar and pestle, or you can even get the one that you use in pickle, the rai ke dane, the split rye or split mustard. Even that, if you get, you can use that. Okay, so we will add these coarsely ground mustard. Now I'm adding a spoonful of chili powder. This is optional. And another important ingredient of kanji is kala namak, or black salt. This gives the taste, and it also helps in fermentation, adds in, is good for digestion. So it helps digest better. So this is again an ingredient which you're going to use in typically for fermentation. We never use iodized salt. So if you can't get black salt, you can use rock salt instead, or Himalayan pink salt, but please do not use iodized salt because it does not really help in fermentation. So about a spoonful of black salt is what I'm using. So this is the base of our kanji. To this, I'm going to add a liter of boiled cooled water. Okay, very important. Don't add hot water because then the vegetables will cook. And don't add fridge ka water because this will not help start the fermentation. Room temperature water. And if you, instead of using filtered water, you would use water which is boiled and cooled down. It helps fermentation better. Okay. And we'll just stir this. Okay, so this is our kanji mix, which is ready. You just close this with non-metallic lid, or you can wrap a cloth around it. And then this goes out in the sun for at least 3 days. Okay, and every day, what you're going to do is take the jar and shake it up a little bit and put it back again in the sun, right? After 3 days, the color will change to dark red. And how will you know that the kanji is ready? When you taste it, it will be little khatta or sour and a little tangy. Okay, so that is an indication that your kanji is ready to consume. If after 3 days, if it is not tasting khatta and you can only taste the salt, then keep it out for more, another 1 or 2 days more, and let it turn sour. So when it turns sour and tangy is an indicator your kanji is ready. You can consume it. You can even consume the vegetables, which are fermented vegetables. You can put it, eat it as pickles. You can put it in bread, sandwiches, rotis, or even eat normally as pickles, right? This stays well in the fridge for about 7 to 10 days. What you can do is, once it gets overripe, you can fill it up, refill it with water, refill it with more of the black carrots, and you can keep using the same one till black carrots are in season, right? And if black carrots are not there, red carrots with beetroot is also going to give you similar benefits, not as much as black. Black is very powerful, extremely high in iron, extremely high in phytochemicals, and a lot of vitamins, and good probiotics. So definitely something that you would want to try this to boost your immunity. And not everyone likes the taste, but trust me, once you develop the taste, you will crave for it every winter and you would want to have this every winter. So this was our third recipe, black carrot kanji. So the recipe is there for you to note down. Coming to our fourth recipe. So the fourth recipe, it has a history behind it. When I was staying in Canada, in Toronto, where the winters are very harsh, right? -40 degrees with a lot of snow and everything. There's a restaurant there called As Fresh, which serves only organic, plant-based foods also, and good food, which is really healthy and which is good for you. So they had a drink which is called as Deep Immune Elixir, and it is an excellent booster of immunity. And I thought today is a good day to show that drink also. It tastes good, it is excellent, and guess what is the base of this drink, which is used a lot abroad and which I think we Indians are losing or not using it, where the West is using it more than us. And the main ingredient of this drink is Chyawanprash. So Chyawanprash is an Ayurvedic remedy for boosting immunity. In fact, the moment winter kicks in, you're supposed to start having 1 spoon of Chyawanprash every day for your cardiac health, for joint support, for boosting immunity, for energy, right? But do we have it regularly? No, we don't, right? So not because, there are a couple of reasons why we don't have it. One is, again, like honey, the Chyawanprash that you get in the market is laden with sugar because the taste is not really great. So they add in a lot of sugar. So instead of getting benefits, you actually don't get much benefit because sugar lowers your immunity. So if you're buying Chyawanprash, please buy it from organic farmers, organic markets, or people who make it with jaggery, with a lot of amla. And when you eat it, it tastes khatta. It's got that lot of herby taste and not sweet, right? And if you're someone who hates eating Chyawanprash by itself, then do try this drink, which is called as Deep Immune Elixir. So let's make our drink. For that, I need a mixer jar. To this, I'm going to add a spoonful of Chyawanprash. Now, why is Chyawanprash good for immunity? Its main ingredient is amla, along with 56 other herbs and berries and spices, which is going to help you with immunity. It's got saffron, cardamom, jaggery, then all amla, then haritaki, then gugul. There are so many Ayurvedic ingredients, which is excellent for your body, especially to fight off infections. So we add a spoonful of Chyawanprash as our base. To this, I'm going to add half a banana, big banana or a small banana. So just adding our banana here. And some pitted dates. Again, dates, dry fruits, very high in vitamins and minerals which are needed to boost immunity, to keep your body warm. So do ensure that you're eating dry fruits in the winters and also to boost immunity. So I'm adding about 3 dates, which I have removed the seeds. To this, I'm adding a teaspoon of lemon juice. and a teaspoon of ginger juice. You can add some ginger as well or juice. And you can either add water to this and then grind it. But because this is seasonal, this is how they made it over there in Fresh Restaurant, is by adding fresh apple juice. Okay, not the box one, but fresh apple juice. Like I said, if you don't have apple juice, you can use water instead. So a glass of either apple juice or water. And let's grind this. Okay, so this is the drink is not ready as such. This is a cold drink. What you do is you take it in a pan and heat it. Just heat it. Do not boil it because vitamin C will be lost. Just make it warm and just sip it very slowly, just like how you would sip tea. Try this for about 8-10 days and you will see a different energy that you get. This is a great drink that you can start your day with. It's really vitalizing, and you can even have it as your mid drink or as a replacement to your teas and coffees. So this is our deep immune. So the reason it's called deep immune is it actually goes inside to your tissues, the nutrients which are there, vitamin A, vitamin C, there are a lot of minerals, all of this plus the Chyawanprash is going to warm you up. It's great for joint support, it's great for boosting immunity, it's great for energy, and it's great for keeping you warm in the winters as well. So deep immune elixir for you, tastes great and is also a great way to have Chyawanprash and include it in your diet. And your kids will love this too because it's sweet, tangy, and they will not come to know that you've added a spoonful of Chyawanprash to this. So that was our next recipe. Okay, and coming to the last recipe of the day. This is called as immunity strengthening laddus or bliss balls. So I was talking about dry fruits, right? Dry fruits are excellent. So basically, use any of the brown or dark colored dry fruits. When you dry fruits in the sun, they become brown. So any of these, whether it's figs, dates, or any of these dry fruits, they are extremely high in iron also, fiber. Iron is needed for both our immunities, the innate one and the acquired one. So especially if you're feeling weak or you have symptoms of infection, adding some dates in milk or having it just 1 or 2 dates, or as a pre-workout, or when you wake up feeling low and tired, you eat 1 or 2 dates. It is going to give you energy. It prevents tiredness and fatigue. Also, iron also carries oxygen to different parts of your body. So if you are recovering from an illness, iron really, really helps you come out of it much faster and feel better much faster. So these laddus are a great way to include for the entire family, just 1 laddu a day, which is going to give you a host of benefits. So what we have for the laddus is dates. We also have the base of our laddus is dry fruits. So I have walnuts over here, about half a cup of walnuts. Always, whenever you are eating dry fruits, please eat them raw. Do not have them roasted, because when you roast them, the good omega-3 fats are destroyed and you don't get the benefits that you should have gotten from the dry fruits. So taking about half a cup of raw walnuts. Along with walnuts, I am taking some almonds. Both almonds and walnuts are extremely high in vitamin A, vitamin E, and also they are having the good fats, right? Plus they also have good protein as well. So imagine the benefits you get out of these tiny seeds, nuts. Along with this, I'm adding a mix of seeds. So I'm adding some pumpkin seeds. Those of you who don't eat seeds, pumpkin seeds are great source of what we call as zinc. So zinc is something which is missing in many of our diets, especially vegetarians, because zinc is found in seafood, oysters, shellfish and all. And also found in cereals, but people who eat a lot of junk food, a lot of sugar, or have a lot of stress, right? If you are under with a lot of stressful job, or you are having lack of sleep, zinc is used up a lot, and also your B vitamins, right? So if you want to boost up your levels of zinc, you need to add in a spoonful of pumpkin seeds in your diet every day. Now, what does zinc do? Basically, zinc is like an oil to a machine. If you want your machine or your cycle to run properly, you need to keep oiling it, right? So zinc is like that. For your immune system to work properly, you need to have zinc, because even if there is all the cells which are white blood cells in your body, but you don't have zinc, they cannot perform. So very important to have good amount of zinc. Zinc also affects your reproductive system. So lack of zinc can cause lot of reproductive issues. So zinc is very important, and zinc is also needed for wound healing. So if you want to recover faster from any wounds, zinc is needed. So we'll add about 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds here. And along with pumpkin seeds, I'm adding 2 other seeds, which is one is chia seeds and the other one is flax seeds. Up to you, whichever seeds you have at home, but definitely make sure to add some pumpkin seeds, right? Now let's, so this is our, these are all our nuts and seeds. Now to this, I'm going to add some of the spices which are going to boost our immunity. One is cloves. So I'm adding some cloves powder, then adding some cinnamon powder, then adding our good old turmeric. Okay, a little bit of pepper for the turmeric, and a pinch of salt to bring out the flavors. You can add cardamom, you can add nutmeg, up to you. And let's grind this. Okay, so our nuts are ground. If there are any bits left, we can again grind them. I think there was too much in the jar, so the walnuts, I need to grind them again. The reason I've taken almonds and walnuts is because they have high amount of vitamin E and the omega-3s. Again, you can choose between the nuts that you have at hand. Now let's pulse our dates as well. So I'm not using any sugar to make this, the bliss balls, just using natural sugar, which is in the form of dates. And we are not heating it or anything. It can be made in a jiffy. It stays for about 8 to 10 days without refrigeration, and for longer in the fridge with refrigeration. Okay. And if you think the dates are a bit hard, what you can do is you can microwave it, or you can heat it a little bit on the gas, just a little bit till they become little soft. And we just mix these up. So just make a dough out of this. And if you're making it for kids, you can add in some cocoa powder. So they'll taste like chocolate, and you can give them one a day. They'll get their shot of energy with protein, with good fat, with all the vitamins, and definitely a great way for them to eat the nuts and the seeds as well, along with the good spices as well. There are some walnuts which are left whole. Okay. So you form a dough like this, and then you can roll out into laddus. I typically make smaller laddus instead of making big ones, bite size, which is good enough for one person per day. And it is good to satisfy your cravings as well. So bite size, if you make, you can make about 15 of this from this amount. Okay, so I guess that is enough for now. So these are our the final recipe, immunity boosting recipe, the immunity strengthening laddus or bliss balls. Very easy to make and very tasty. At the same time, giving you all the good immune boosting properties that your body needs. So those were the recipes for today. Just wanted to recap a little bit. Immunity is not built, or you cannot boost your immunity just by having these foods. These are a support, just like how we use support for things to grow better. Like you want a plant to grow, you add in some fertilizers, you add in some things for the plant to grow better. These foods give a support to your body to function better. This is not the only thing that you're going to do to boost immunity. Use these foods regularly in your diet and boost your immunity. But the primary way to boost one's immunity is by having an active lifestyle, having a proper sleep, by eating lots of fruits and vegetables, which have the antioxidants, which have the needed vitamins, which are needed to fight infections. Add in a lot of good nuts and seeds in your diets and dried fruits in your diet, which are again going to give you the fat soluble vitamins. Eating one green leafy vegetable a day, eating one orange or red or yellow vegetable or fruit in a day is enough for you to give you enough nutrients to fight infections, right? So having a wholesome diet along with good activity, sleep, and adding in these immune boosting foods is the way to go for you to have enough power in your body to fight infections naturally without using any medications, or without what you can also do is you have the capacity to fight the infection better if your body is strong, right? So the aim should be to have a stronger body so you can fight it naturally than being attacked by infections and you cannot get up, right? So that is the aim by adding immune boosting foods in your diet and these recipes. Do try these recipes and definitely let me know how they are. Any questions? We can open it up for the chat now. So moderator, please open up the chat and I can take up the questions. Okay, can we make protein or granola bars at home to boost immunity? Yes, absolutely you can. So the same recipe, you can add some oats to it. You can add, like I said, cocoa powder, you can add protein powder to it and you can use that as well. In fact, if you go onto the blog, there is a protein bar recipe which I have made, which I have put over there. You can try that as well. Any drink to cure constipation, water is the primary drink along with fiber for constipation. So soluble fiber in the form of oats, apples, onions, then a lot of vegetables is going to give you the good fiber. You can even try soaking some manuka or raisins or prunes or dates. These are all having good fiber along with good amount of water. Apple, banana, and lemon. Yes, it is. It sounds very weird, but do try it. It tastes very great. Again, you can customize it as per your this thing. You can just add banana and water and have it like a smoothie. But this combination is the one that I used to have on a daily basis, and I liked it, and that's why I thought I should spread it with you guys as well. Can we eat soaked dry fruits? Yes, you can get a lot of vitamins with soaked dry fruits. You don't need to make anything, you can just eat them. Is manuka honey good for health? Manuka honey is one of the best honeys, raw honeys. Manuka honey is available from Australia and New Zealand. So it is a type of tea tree from which this honey is made. It is one of the most potent honeys available. It is raw, it is unpasteurized, and in fact, the immunity bomb made with manuka honey is actually very good, but it's not very easily available over here. So any raw, unpasteurized honey will work, right? So do look out for unpasteurized raw honeys, which are more expensive than the local markets, but have more benefits. This is a fresh restaurant. So this was on College Street also, but fresh restaurant in Toronto where you get this drink, Deep Immune Elixir. Okay, we'll share the recipe again. Can we grind it in the mixer and strain ginger and turmeric? You grind it, but chop it very finely and grind it. In fact, I forgot to show about ginger and turmeric. Another way that you can eat it is in the form of pickle that I make. So I chop ginger and turmeric finely, put some salt, water, and mustard seeds. Again, keep it out for fermentation for 3 days, and then put this in the fridge for whole year. We eat this, like you get fresh ginger. This is a great way to preserve fresh turmeric, and it's great probiotic that you can add it every day in your diet, and add a lot of lemon too. So it's very tangy, tasty, and a great way to have turmeric and ginger. So if you're using mixer, it stains the mixers also, and also because of the heat, it does destroy some nutrients. It's the best way is to use a cloth or a strainer and strain it. That's the best way that you can get the benefits. If we drink these first in the morning, how long should we wait for breakfast? Half an hour. That should be good enough. 15-20 minutes or half an hour. There is nothing else in this. It's more vitamins. So you can have it after 10 to 15 minutes or half an hour. Approximate calories for bliss balls, I don't remember, but probably these are very tiny. So wouldn't be more than 50, 60 calories if I'm not mistaken, but you can log it in the app and you'll get to know. Can the dates be soaked before making laddus? If you soak it, they don't stay, like they'll get spoiled. So the best way is you can either microwave it for half a minute and then they become soft and you can grind it. In how many days we can be able to build immunity after consuming? Like I said, if you start consuming these on a regular basis and make changes in your diet, you will see the difference within 15 days itself, right? So, but you have to stop the immune lowering foods and increase more of immune boosting foods. That is when you'll start seeing the difference. Can we drink immunity shot directly from the refrigerator? If you're okay drinking cold foods, then fine. Otherwise, usually keep it out for 10-15 minutes and then drink it. It is more advisable. How to reduce hair fall after infection? Typically, hair is made up of protein called as keratin, and hair is the last place. Also, very important for hair is another protein, which is another mineral, which is iron. So if you're having a lot of hair fall, which is an indicator that your diet is lacking in protein and iron, start adding more of protein, iron. Start adding a whole egg if you're an vegetarian, because it's rich in biotin, which is also good for hair. And start adding a lot of leafy vegetables, pumpkin seeds. Again, zinc is needed for hair. So start adding these foods in your diet and you should see a difference in 1 to 2 months. Some must foods post recovery and low hemoglobin. For iron, all the dark red colored foods like the dry fruits, dates, anjeer, then beetroot, carrot, pomegranate, colored peppers, all of these are high in iron. Green leafy vegetables are also high in iron, but you need to add some vitamin C to get the iron. If you're a non-vegetarian, red meats, salmon, all of these also will give you, egg yolk will also give you good amount of iron, right? Now, if you talk about post recovery, the best way to recover post recovery is focus on good protein, good antioxidant rich diet. I myself had COVID last 1 or 2 weeks back, and I am feeling so weak. Even after a session also, I feel very weak. And I need to eat something. So I have realized that if I am adding good diet, which I couldn't focus on when I had COVID because I had no help, but recovery phase, adding in good amount of protein, good soups, adding in bliss balls, the immunity shots, up the intake of vitamin C, vitamin D supplements, vitamin, multivitamin, all of these have helped me recover much better. Is it okay not to peel and soak almonds? If you have a weak stomach, you would need to soak almonds and peel it because they may cause problems in digestion. If not, there is absolutely no need. You can eat almonds just like that. Can we use orange juice instead of apple juice in elixir? Orange, when you heat, it doesn't really taste good. That is why we add apple juice. You can use plain water instead. How much fresh fruit juice can be taken in daily? Ideally, fruits consumed whole are better, but you can have 1 glass of fresh juice if it is made very fresh without straining and had immediately. You can still have, and the best way to have fruit juice is by combining fruits and vegetables together. So a great juice in the winter is apple, carrot, and beetroot with some lemon and ginger. That is one great ABC juice. Or you can have carrot, orange, and ginger. That is also a great juice which you can consume in the winter. Try to use seasonal fruits. That is excellent. What is the link of blog? It's healthifyme.com/blog, or you log into the app and there is a section called blog. You will find a lot of recipes, a lot of articles over there. Can diabetic people have Chyawanprash wala juice? Diabetic people need to choose Chyawanprash which is without sugar. Very important. And if you are going to have normal Chyawanprash, then adding the banana and the dates may not be good for diabetic. You would rather eat 1 spoon of Chyawanprash instead. For sure, this is not a drink for you. But if it is sugar-free, then you can probably add just half a banana, reduce the amount of dates, and you can surely have it. Which brand of honey can we consider as pure? Like my go-to brand is Under the Mango Tree. Also, I have a local farm here, which I order my Chavanprash and honey and everything from. Find some local farmers or local organic farms next to you who will deliver you local honeys directly from the farm or directly from the, but Under the Mango Tree is directly sourced from the farmers. That is a brand that I trust and I use. Kanji only in winters. Yeah, you can use it in summers as well. But kanji can also be had in summers, but the black carrot is available only in winters. So that is why I specified it is for winters. The Chavanprash brand that I use is a local one, which is available in Gurgaon, which is from Responsibly Grown. Very khatta and doesn't taste sweet at all. First day I could not eat it, but now it's very nice. We really like the taste of it. You can search for the ones with jaggery or with say organic. I'm not very sure about other brands. How many calories per serving? Try and log it in. These recipes, we will add it in the app as well so that you can log in and you can get the calorie content. Should we take any protein supplements from the market to complete protein deficiency being vegetarian? If you're not getting enough protein from food, then definitely you can go for supplements. Is kanji can be taken by uric acid patients? I don't see any harm in taking for uric acid. You can. Having more fiber harmful? A daily requirement is about 25 to 30 grams of fiber, which comes from 5 servings of vegetables, 2 servings of fruit, and 3 to 4 servings of cereals and pulses. It is not going to be harmful. Fiber becomes harmful only if you have digestive illnesses such as celiac disease, IBS diseases, and you don't drink enough water with it. Then only it causes problems. Sugar-free one, Chavanprash, can we buy it? I don't recommend it because sugar-free is also something that you really don't want, but it is definitely a better option than having the one with sugar. Can a pre-diabetic take dates and raw honey? Yes, you can, because in the morning when you wake up, you are hypoglycemic, you can take it, but make sure to add some good fiber-rich food or protein-rich food immediately afterwards so that you can control your sugar levels accordingly. And the portion size is very, very important. Does excess turmeric cause problems like anemia? Not anemia per se, but yes, you do not overdo on turmeric. It does cause problems, but having a shot and having regular amount in food is absolutely okay. Thank you so much for those who liked my session. Post-COVID recovery, I think I spoke about that. After doing workout, going to dance class, I feel dizzy. It could be lack of energy. Before going for dance, or if it is a stressful workout, have some combination of carbohydrate and protein like bread with peanut butter, or sprouts, or oats with curd or milk, or a banana with some peanut butter, or some egg, something with bread before you're going, or some poha upma with dahi 1 hour before your dance or workout. And if it is a less strenuous one, at least 15 minutes before, have one banana and a few nuts, and then you go. Okay, is holy tulsi and mint tulsi considered an immunity boosters? Yes, all herbs, especially tulsi, is an excellent immunity booster. Chia seeds you used were raw. Yes, it was raw. I'm grinding it. It is absolutely okay to consume raw chia seeds as well. If you're grinding it, the only problem is they are very tiny. If you eat it, you swallow them whole. So typically we soak them. It is more bioavailable. But if you're grinding it, adding to smoothies or laddus, it's absolutely fine to eat. Do soaked almonds give the same benefits as raw almonds? Yes, they give the same benefits. They are only better for those who have weaker digestion, for them to soak them. Otherwise, you can eat them just like that. If in Canada, how to use kanji in winter without sun? There will be little bit of probably the fermentation time is going to be a little longer. Keep it in warm, direct sun, you may not get it. Try to find direct sun when you can. If not with sun, keep it in a warmer place. It will still help in fermentation. Okay. How much protein is necessary for weight loss and health, for health, and also have a back problem? Level of protein, whether for weight loss, weight gain, all of us need the minimum amount of protein, which is 0.8 to 1 gram per kg body weight. Okay, so you aim at that protein, automatically it will help you in maintenance of weight. And if you have a back problem, it could be multiple reasons. I cannot generalize it, but couple of reasons that I can think of is your posture, or probably bad posture. There could be lack of three main vitamins which are needed for the back, is vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and folic acid. So these are three important nutrients. Do your B12 and do your vitamin D, maybe they are low. That could be the reason of back pain. Is kanji good in summers also? Yes, you can. And in fact, summers may you get the other carrot, because the orange carrots don't really taste good. So in summers, usually, we go for more cooler foods, and fermentation, we usually use pickles and other stuff, right? But yes, absolutely, you can use it anytime. How to watch this video later? This is being streamed live on YouTube. You can definitely refer to the video later on. Is elixir sweet? Yes, it is. It is sweet, a little bit tangy. So a drink that enough sweetness that you feel good. It's not overly sweet. Ginger turmeric is warm. It is not being taken because of piles. If you have piles, ginger, you're mistaken. Ginger is one herb which is cooling and warming both. That is why you have ginger in summers as well as winters. The only way is probably how you can consume ginger is by adding in some honey or diluting it and adding it with certain foods. But in no way is it going to harm you with your piles. Can we eat soaked dates and anjeer in summer? Because they have high calorie and because they have warming properties, you would restrict it before your workout or as a mid snack. But if you are using specifically for its high fat, for vitamins and as a warming food, they are majorly preferred in winters, right? So in summers, we have alternatives like nuts and seeds instead than going in for dry fruits. And summers, we need more water than drier foods, right? Dry fruits we use in winters. In summers, because we need more water, we eat more of fresh water containing foods. Lemon or any citrus don't suit me, like oranges and amla. So other ways to consume vitamin C, there are many ways. Vitamin C is one vitamin which is available in variety of foods. So you don't need to depend on citrus. You can get vitamin C from guava, from broccoli, from green leafy vegetables, from capsicum, from chilies, from curry patta. So most vegetables and fruits are rich in vitamin C, but there are these which I named are very high in vitamin C. You can consume these as well. Can you consume few Jain recipes? I think Jains can use dry ginger powder. So you can substitute fresh ginger with dry ginger if you're using. If not, I think turmeric also you use turmeric powder, right? So you can switch over to powder instead, right? And the bliss balls is something even Jains can have, right? So you can make that. Probably the kanji and all cannot be, but chavanprash is something you can have. You can focus on eating different colored vegetables, whichever you are able to consume, adding in green leafy vegetables every day, adding in nuts and seeds every day. You can make a turmeric lemon tea as an immunity boosting drink. Any immunity tips for someone who has acidity from young age? Well, immunity and acidity both are two different things. Like I said, when I was talking about probiotics, having acidity is a sign that your gut is not healthy, right? So you would focus on healing your gut by eating good probiotic rich foods, right? Or adding in prebiotic rich foods such as oats, onions, garlic, a lot of fruits, apples. These are all good prebiotics. Check your vitamin B12 levels. Do ensure that your gut is healing. Stay away from sugar, stay away from a lot of spices. Those are the ones which harm your gut the most, right? So junk food is, and eating at smaller intervals, eating some good healing foods is something that you're going to focus on to heal your gut, which is automatically going to help you with immunity. Okay, can I have dates laddu or chavanprash drink if I have diabetes? Again, the same question. Dates laddu, absolutely fine, because you've added a lot of nuts to it. So it is definitely okay. You can even add some makhana to it, which is also going to help. The drink, if you're just pre-diabetic, you can have a small cup of drink as your mid drink, okay, or in the morning, and then ensure that you add good amount of protein or fiber rich food afterwards so that your sugar levels don't spike up. Does boiling almond and milk lessen the almond's nutrition? Almonds are majorly rich in fat soluble vitamins, proteins, and fats, which are not destroyed on heating. The omega 3 may be destroyed on heating, but the other things don't. So if you're using almonds for omega-3 fats, then eat them raw. But for other things, you can definitely use them when you're boiling. Is black carrot better than orange carrot? Definitely yes. The darker the color of the vegetable or the fruit, the more the phytochemicals, the more the antioxidants, the more concentrated the vitamins and minerals. So if you can get a hand on black carrots, great. Otherwise, you can pick up red carrots and add in beetroot to it. If we drink ajwain, jeera, soft water, is it good for immunity? Any spices are okay. You can have kadhas. There are so many recipes out there, right? I could not tell all the recipes, but you can, whichever recipe you are comfortable with, any spices boost your metabolism, help your body work faster, and definitely can um, help with immunity. What is a prebiotic? Prebiotic is the food which is needed by the bacteria. So any fiber rich foods are good, specifically the sulfur containing iron or onion, garlic, plus, like I said, apples, oats, bananas. These are all great foods with soluble fiber, which is good as prebiotic. Can we have banana with milk? It does not go well. Well, there are different lines of nutrition. If you ask me as a nutritionist, there is absolutely no harm in having banana and milk, but there are certain lines of thought which say no. So it's up to your discretion. I think I'll take another one or two questions and then we can end it. How to make kanji in extreme winter without sunlight? Like I said, keep it in a dark place and let it ferment. It will take a little longer, but darker, warmer place will also help in fermenting it. The brand of honey that I use under the mango tree. Then how many servings of fruit in a day is good? Two servings is absolutely okay, with about 5 servings of vegetables. Okay, I think lemon and citrus I did answer. Tips for anemia, I did tell about the iron-rich foods. They say peanut butter is not a good source of protein. Peanut butter bought from the market is laden with sugar and artificial oil. It is not good. But if you're making fresh peanut butter or taking peanut butter which has got only peanuts, in fact, peanuts, when butter is formed, it is broken down. It is much easier source of protein, especially around your workouts. And because peanuts are also high in fat, that is why you cannot have more of it. So that is why they don't say it is a good source of protein. But definitely, if you're just having plain bread, to apply some peanut butter on it, or having it as a pre-workout, or having it as a mid meal to increase your protein, it surely can be used. Okay, I guess every time there are about 100 more questions, and I definitely cannot take more than that because still recovering and getting my energy back. So hope you all benefited and hope you try these recipes at home. And again, to end the session, immunity is never built in a day or with one immune boosting drink. What I always advise in my session is eat seasonal, eat local, eat whole foods, and control your portion sizes, limit your intake of refined and processed food, and have some sort of activity and rest. And that is all that you need to really take care, whether it's maintaining weight, whether it's building immunity, whether it's warding off infections, right? So do try these recipes, and wish you all a very happy week ahead, and stay safe, stay healthy.